Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the Bet Slips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only every single day, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. It is the PD King riding solo today again, but that's okay. We've got some guys bowling. We've got some guys out doing work, but we still got those hot tips for you. And before we do anything else, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. And it is the disclaimer. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. That is the single greatest piece of advice I've ever been given. So make sure that you do that and bet responsibly. Hashtag bet responsibly. Please peep the thing right here. And then last but certainly not least, gambling can be addictive, so please seek the help if you need it. Utilize the resource 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling addiction has become a problem for you, and that is not just the sports books, that is the casino in general, that is the ponies, anywhere that you are betting money. And if you're having a problem keeping within your limits, doing the things that you should do to be a responsible bettor, make sure you utilize the resource 1-800-GAMBLER. They have the ability to help you and get you out of the problems that you're in and get you the help in psychological things that you should need to get out of it. But if you remember, we're not professional gamblers, you remember to gamble responsibly, then you shouldn't need number three, but it is there if you need it. We're not affiliated with or sponsored by any specific sport book, but we are sponsored by Nevin Eyewear, and I do not have my Nevin with me, but incredible sunglasses and an amazingly affordable price. And it's even better when you utilize our link. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that right now. All you have to do is go to our X profile, Just the Bet Slips on X, and you can see the link tree right here. As soon as you click that, it's going to take you to here. And then you're just looking for sponsor, Nevin Eyewear, polarized on trend. As soon as you go there, it will drop you right into this website, which is buy one, get any 2 pairs free, or 30% off. This timer is automatically generated for you, so you just have to make sure that you do it inside that time frame. But once you get, thank you, NXT. Once you get into the site, you can go over everything, buy all the sunglasses via style, buy men, buy women, however, colorways, all different stuff. So make sure you go ahead and utilize that link so you can get the stuff that you need whenever you can, utilizing Nevin. It's an incredible way to make sure that you get the sunglasses that you need at the best possible price. And that way you can, don't have to worry about, and Pat's here with his Nevin on, by the way. And that way you can get the best deal possible at all times utilizing Nevin Eyewear. Never odd nor even, it is Nevin. Go ahead and check them out and utilize our link to get the best possible deal for your Nevin. Next, but certainly not least, it's kind of like a sport book, but it's not truly, and it is Plavo, formerly known as a Player Profit. It is a challenge system that is set up like a sport book, where you buy a bankroll, and when you buy that bankroll, you have to defeat a couple of challenges or just one big challenge if you decide to use the Blitz format. And then if you beat the challenges, you get to pull out of 90% of your bankroll. The best way to do that is using the promo code JTBS at checkout. When you use that, you get 10% off of your bankroll. The lowest possible is $1,000 bankroll for $30, $27 if you use that promo code, and then you can defeat the challenges. Once you defeat the challenges, you can pull out 90% of your profit, which would turn out to be $225 off of a $27 investment. It's not easy, but it is also, a decent amount of fun, and you just have to make sure you're making the smart bets out there. With that being said, the best way to do that is with the best bet of the day, brought to you by the professor, and the class is in session. Professor, what you got today, man?
What is going on, Justin? BetSlips Family Trust are probably coming to you live. Not really live just pre-recorded. I've got bowling tonight. But I wanted to come and give you my bets today. I'm gonna start off with the best bet. Best bet: Kyle Schwarber 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at -127. The Phillies need a win very, very bad. I think these hitters will be requesting. And then Schwarber has one hit a lifetime at bat versus Taj Bradley, and it was a home run. So why not 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs? Also, if you don't know, DraftKings is doing something called King of the Crop tonight. If you bet them for any batting prop that's -200 or better, and they get the most total bases in the game, you get a share of a prize portion. So I also use this bet for that, taking him as king of the crop. Not to be surprised, then my long ball is
Oh, nice stop.
Every once in a while, I'm decent at my job, Pat. It's rare, but you know what? I get it every once in a while. But there's Kyle Schwarber, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs at -126. He's also using it as DK King of the Prop. I have a DK King of the Prop. It is on my tabletop. I'll let you guys know that then. Schwarber was mine. Okay, cool. I don't mind it either. I thought about Schwarber, but I decided to go for the bigger payout. And I don't think this guy's going to hit dingers, but I think he could get a couple doubles and maybe 3 hits, even a triple. That should give you a hint on who I'm taking today, as he is one of the league leaders in triples, I think, if memory serves me correctly. He's just a speed demon. And, well, I will say this. His father often led the league in triples. That should give it away. That should give it away.
That gave it away.
But, yes, best bet of the day is Kyle Schwarber, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at -126. Go ahead and grab that while you still can before the game pops off in about, when does that thing start? 6:30, 7:30? I don't know. It's on Netflix. I just got to figure it out. 6:30? 6:30 your time? 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central? Yeah, okay. I knew I'd seen, I thought it was 6:30 Central because that's local time at 6:30, so that's what's going to happen. That's when the guys are going to be coming out of the cornfield and doing the thing. If you build it, he will come is the actual quote, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll have it on. I'll put it on.
For anybody that sits there and says, if you build it, they will come, that is wrong. That is not the quote from the movie. It is, if you build it, he will come. Just throw that out there. Everybody Schwarbomb incoming. Listen, it very well could be. Very well could be a Schwarbomb incoming. All right. Next, but certainly not least, it is the performance double of the day, brought to you by the PD King. And I'm actually going away from that game. I'm going DeGrom, 6+ Ks in the Rangers money line today. He has a 32% K percentage across 81 plate appearances versus this Angels lineup. The Angels, not very good. They've been below average as a offense in K rate, which means they have a higher K rate percentage than the average Bear. And the Rangers trying to, quote-unquote, hold serve in the NL wildcard race. For some odd reason, the L didn't go in there, so it's like the WID card race. But it's the wild card race. They're trying to hold serve and keep in reaching distance of that third spot. And Jacob deGrom should be the guy to get that done. He also has an ex-WOBA. This pitching matchup should be actually half decent because both of these guys have an ex-WOBA of exactly the same, 333 versus the opponent's lineup. But again, Jacob deGrom having a lot more plate appearances against. Now, if you wanted to sit there and be like, but could he give up some homers? Absolutely. He's given up 2 homers to Neto, 2 homers to Travis d'Arnaud, and 1 homer to Wade Mickler. So it's not like he hasn't done it without some homers going. But again, he has a bunch of Ks. He's also struck out Neto in 14 plate appearances 6 times. So Neto's got him twice for the long ball, but DeGrom's got him to good morning, good afternoon, good night 6 times as well. He also has 5 versus Nolan Schimmel. He has 3 versus Mike Trout, and Mike Trout only has 2 hits in 6 plate appearances or 6 at bats. Mike Trout has a couple sac flies and 1 sac fly and 4 walks versus DeGrom too. So, that if DeGrom stays out of the walk trouble, I think he can get 6 Ks rather easily. If he doesn't, then we could be in trouble. But I like DeGrom 6+ in the Rangers money line as the performance double of the day today. Going to a different route is the marquee matchup, and I'm going to let Pat discuss Aaron Nola and Taj Bradley.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is going to be an uphill battle, but the numbers would go more in my favor than you would think, or more in this favor than you would think. One, I do have to put a caveat on my bets today. I have been more conservative, and I've definitely been more smart. I have been making smarter decisions as of lately. But today I did go pretty hard on the Field of Dreams game, and also you'll see eventually kind of a 1-800 gambler bet is actually what I called it. But I went a little wild with the Field of Dreams game because I think it's just really cool, and I'll definitely have it on. But both pitchers hit this in their last starts. Nola had 8 in 5 innings against Toronto, and then Bradley had 7 strikeouts in 5 innings against Milwaukee. So, at least on Milwaukee's side. And Toronto doesn't strike out a lot. Toronto's actually 3rd in the league. Milwaukee 16th, but Toronto less than 8 strikeouts per game. So that's something to think about when it comes to Nola. Has been a favorite of mine in years too. And looking at his stuff, 4 out of his last 7 starts, he's hit at least 6, including 2 starts with 8 strikeouts. So you could speak on him a little bit more. On Bradley, however, he's definitely. In July, 3 starts with double-digit strikeouts. 6 of his last 8 starts, he's hit 6 or more. And like I said, he had 7 in his last start. I'm going for, Rob saying Schwarbaum. I'm going with Schwarbaum's both actually with Kyle Schwarber, but I'm going for Schwarbaum's all over the place today, and this is certainly one of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked here. Yeah, Nola's pitched better. He is utilizing that 2-seamer a lot more. And if he can get that 2-seamer going, then that just plays into his curveball, plays into his changeup. So he's able to get you out in multiple different ways. If that 2-seamer's got a decent amount of movement in Iowa, he could be tough to hit tonight. So, yeah, and he hasn't been the problem. It's just his offense hasn't shown up, which was the problem when they were in St. Louis. Like, you literally scored 1 run in 2 games. That's a problem, a big-time problem, especially when both of your quote-unquote other aces were on the hill, and then you couldn't get the job done. So, brutal. I've got to find a St. Louis hat. If I can't find it, then I will just post a picture of me from the St. Louis shirt last time, or I will Photoshop a St. Louis Cardinals hat on my head and post a picture on X to fulfill the bet. But if I can actually find a St. Louis hat, then I will wear it during a show to fulfill the bet. Yeah, somehow, some way, me in some sort of St. Louis Cardinals garb, burning my skin, will don the X airwaves. Mainly because the Phillies offense just sucked. And you know what? And in all fairness, Pat, admit this. I said I didn't love the bet because they're in St. Louis. They no longer have Ryan Howard. Because I knew the offense was going to be trash. I'm just throwing that out.
The Cardinals played well. And
the Cardinals played good enough to get the job done. That's for sure. I mean, there was Wednesday. They played great. They played great yesterday. And Wheeler looked untouchable for the first inning, and then they survived on Tuesday. I don't know how you survive on Tuesday. Like, Sanchez looked great. Sanchez looked phenomenal, and then you pull him.
I will say, though, Palante and Leahy do need some credit. They've been the two best.
Oh, I'm not going to sit there and say that they don't deserve some credit, but, like, Sanchez outpitched Palante.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was technically, neither one of them gave up a run, so.
Right, but I'm saying, like, as far as Sanchez was in control of that game, Palante was just any sort of, like, non-good luck, because there were some rockets hit right at people that got him out of some Quinn Killings, got him out of some jams. He had more stressful innings than Sanchez did. Sanchez was absolutely incredible, and then the Phillies couldn't score for him because they had opportunities, and then just rocketed a ball right at. So, put some respect on Ace Dobbins, who was the only Cardinals pitcher that got a loss during the series.
Shout out
so, yeah, shout out to Rob, who game doesn't respect game in that situation. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the next one, which is only long balls.
Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by Pablo Sanchez and Alfred Delia. Hopefully, Annie Frazier is going to throw some lobs in today. And we're going to get some decent stuff because we have a couple Phillies and then we have a Twin. So this is all Field of Dreams situation here. He's got Kyle Schwarber. I've got Bryce Harper. And the reason I'm going with Bryce Harper is because he is the showman. And any type of game like this, he's going to show up and show out. I remember when the Phillies played the Mets in London. I think it was 2 years ago, if it wasn't last year. I think it was 2 years ago. And he had one of the greatest series of his professional career versus the Mets, and then went on an absolute dumpster fire of like 2 weeks. But I expect fully that Bryce Harper, being the showman at the Field of Dreams, gets the job done today. And I think he hits an absolute monster tater this evening, which would help out the program. But yeah, that's where I'm going. Byron Buxton from Chicks Picks. I think she's just going with the best twin available versus a Nola that is hittable. And out of the 81 plate appearances versus this lineup, he has faced Josh Bell the most, 42 plate appearances. He's given up 3 homers and 7 Ks versus Josh Bell. But Byron Buxton has 1 hit, which is a double, and 3 Ks versus Nola. So not a lot of history between these two teams. Like literally half of it, a little over half of it is Josh Bell, and then everybody else is behind that. But yeah, I don't. I would have probably gone Josh Bell just because he has the history of hitting homers, but at the same time, it was, it's a little light. So I don't know. Whatever you feeling, but I don't mind Byron Buxton. He's leading this Twins lineup in homers, so why not take?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, especially at 280, I feel like a 3-1 shot. That might not be that bad, but I'm hoping that Nola doesn't get touched, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. I think Rob, I'm gonna figure this out here in a second.
750 club. He said he needs 1-800-GAMBLER for the 750 club, so I'm looking forward to that.
So let's go ahead and jump to the next one, which is the 750 Club. We're all making money at the 750 Club. There's one rule of Fight Clubs. You don't talk about it. There is one rule of the 750 Clubs. You tell every single person that you come across. It is the most inclusive bet in all sports gambling. And the professor is going to come to you right now with who he has for the 750 Club. Professor, what are we talking about?
Just so you know, we're doing 3 PDs in the WNBA. We're taking the overs or unders for each game and one player. I'm gonna start off with Dreams versus Sun. Suns over 170, 174.5. The Dream have multiple ways to score, and the Sun are allowing 86.8 points per game on average. The Dream will probably drop more than that. I think this game ends up somewhere around 96-81. I think this total gets up over 174.5. I've got Angel Reese for a double-double. She averages 15.8 points and 11.9 rebounds. She's had a double-double in 5 of her last 6 games. Then I'm going Sparks versus Liberty under 187. This is a big line. New York has a very, very stingy defense, and I think they're going to keep LA somewhere in the mid-80s. I don't think that they put up more than like 95, 97 points themselves. I think somewhere around 95, 85, which keeps it under this total. And then I've got Breanna Stewart, 20-plus points in that game. She just dropped the last time she faced LA, she dropped 29 points on 728, and she's hit 20-plus in 4 of her last 6. And then lastly, Aces versus Mystics under 170.5. I know this is not a big line, and I know the Aces have a good offense, but the Mystics lack offensive efficiency. And really, although the Aces do score well, it's mostly just Aja Wilson who does all the scoring. There's not a huge threat. There's some scorers, don't get me wrong, but it's not like somebody that you're going to expect to hang 20 on average other than Aja Wilson on this team. There's more people feeding her the ball. And I just think the Mystics are going to be held down. I think it's going to actually be a closer game than it might seem. I think this is going to be somewhere in the realm of like 84, 82, keeping it under this line. I think it's in the mid to lower 160s for the total for this game, not 170. And then I've got Aja Wilson 24-plus points because she is the main scorer in that team. She's at 24-plus in 5 of the last 7. She's averaging 26.3. Now, what you need to know is I bet each one of these PDs individually. I have the odds on there. And I bet it all, obviously, for the 750 Club as a parlay. And this is a bigger one than we normally do. With the boost, I got this at plus 2,652. We're going huge on this one. But if we hit 2 of the 3 PDs, we cover the whole bet, which is why I did it this way. So if you don't want to bet the 750 club, the whole thing, bet the PDs individually. You can still make money if you hit 2 of the 3, but I really like this. And if we hit this, then we're set for the whole month on the 750 club when it comes to units. Moving on to
All right, so now, that is the 750 club, and as soon as I pop it up, there it is. Dream versus Sun over. He's got Asia 24 plus. I actually think I'm going to bet this a little bit differently.
That's
so I've got it.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet it slightly differently, but I'm
This
still
guy.
thinking he's going under in this game. Which is wild. He's going a couple unders with taking points, and then he's taking the overs. Kind of crazy to look at. But
This guy.
yeah.
I don't. By the way, I don't know why it's not popping up, but Big Red was in the chat. He says, "What's good, CJ?" And then he says it's risky, but with 2 good pitchers on the mound, his bet will be under 8.5 in Philadelphia and Minnesota.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Shout out to Big Red.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Red for sure. What's up, buddy? Yeah. I don't know why it's not popping up either. Crazy. Is he on the 2? Oh, he's taking. Oh, okay. Double. Sorry, I'm looking at everything right now and trying to get everything squared up. On this bet. So that is the problem. Ooh, full game bet protection. Hey, do that and do that. Let me do them all individually. I'm going to take all the. I'm doing everything that Rob told me to do, which is bet it all individually and then bet them all together. So that's where I'm at. Which one did I do first? I did the first one first. Okay, cool. Sorry, it's going to take me a little bit to do this. Then he's taking the Liberty under. I've got a little bit different lines, which I'm okay with. To be very clear, I'm all right with all of it. We gotta go through it and get them. All right, and then the last one is this one, which is under as well. I have it at. See now it's bouncing back and forth, so you're seeing a bunch of them here. Holy Toledo! But I'm taking 25 plus for Asia. Aja Wilson. So I get it like 249, and then we're gonna. Are we round robining these two, Rob? Is that gonna be a thing? We're gonna do that. I think we do that too.
Spicy.
Yeah, I'm round robining these. We're gonna do some round robin action too.
You guys are.
Yeah. What? Yeah, go ahead. Say it, Pat. Say it.
Nothing.
Say it.
Nothing.
Say it.
I ain't got nothing.
Say that we're crazy.
Say that
we're out.
No, I ain't got nothing to say.
Say that we're nuts. Say that we're insane. That we're dropping some round robin WNBA basketball action. Say it.
I'm sitting here not saying anything. I'm waiting.
You say it. Say it. Say we're nuts.
I won't say it.
Say it. There is something to say. You say it. Say it. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. There we go. All right, we got all of them there. Boop, boop, boop. We're gonna say it with our chest now. Okay, we got that. I think I've got it all. So I've got the Reese and Brianna Stewart, and then I got the Asia Wilson and Reese, and then I got the Wilson and Stewart. And then we're gonna parlay all these now together. One. I do that one, so I need this one. Reuse selections. 6. And we got them all round robin and parlayed. I mean, just wild stuff here at Just the BetSlips, because we're just out here betting on WNBA like it's going out of style. So that's where we're going. It's just money. You were feeling spicy for sure.
You know what? Betting on it, but you know what? I cannot believe betting on it. WNBA cannot believe it.
Well, I mean, it's WNBA. Like,
I can't believe it.
Listen, if 2 of the 3 hit, I'm feeling really good about life. If all of them hit, I'm feeling really good about life. To be clear.
Unbelievable.
Come on, WNBA. Do the right thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into what I believe it's green, it's soft, it's plushy. It is hopefully what we're going to find out. The tabletop. There it goes. Eventually flip. Yep, there's the professor, and we're going to start off with him. and what he has on his tabletop. Professor, tell us.
I have got my pitcher parlay and my plus strikeouts combined. And out with those strikeouts, I've got Taj Bradley 5+ strikeouts. He's hit 5+ in 8 of his last 9. He has limited at bats against his lineup, but he does have 30% strikeout percentage. But when I mean the limited, I think it's 7 out of 20 or something like that. Um, I know the Phillies don't strike out quite as much as they were before, but 5 strikeouts is not a lot. I think he can. I think Taj Bradley can definitely get there. Jacob DeGrom 6+ strikeouts. He's hit this in 6 of his last 8, and he has a 36% K rate versus the Angels. And the Angels average over 9 strikeouts per game, and they're one of the worst teams in baseball when it comes to strikeouts per 9 innings. And then lastly, Roki Sasaki over 16.5 outs. He's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. Ever since July 8th, he has been much better. He has found an extra gear to his fastball going over 100 miles an hour regularly. And he's going deep in games pretty regularly since that time. I think he can get to the 5.2 innings required here. We got this at plus 283. And as always, on these limited slate baseball days, I don't do a full hit parlay. I've got Zach Neto, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. He's 5 for 12 with 2 home runs and 4 extra base hits and 3 RBIs versus DeGrom lifetime. And then I've got Bryce Harper to get a hit. He's 2 for 3 versus Bradley. And like I said, the Phillies need to win. They need Schwarber and they need Harper to both push in this game to get this team going. They are falling farther and farther behind the Braves, and they can't afford to keep losing games. And I got this at plus 250. I do have a last call, and I basically took the 3 NFL teams that the over is at 37.5 to go over. Last year's preseason, the first 2 weeks, every game that was lined at 37.5 went over for the first 2 weeks. So I'm hoping that tallies up again, and we got this at like plus 588. That's really my only stats. You can't really do stats on preseason. I mean, come on, like it's preseason. We're a little bit degenerate for betting preseason to begin with, but it is what it is. Those are the hot tips for your best lips. Chase that bag responsibly, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, I'm glad he had preseason football. Makes me feel better.
Why? Because you have some, and you didn't want to be the only guy.
Maybe.
Would it be sick that I parlay all 3 of those today? All 3 of those overs?
Yeah.
It's happening. I just did it. I just parlayed all 3 of those overs.
It is a fun stat.
So I have it at 38.5, 38.5, and 37.5. Hopefully I don't get boned.
I know. I'd be scared.
Out, I'm not scared. It's only money.
That's
and it's only a little bit of money. It's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's only a little cashish. And I'm Kevin today. Come on. Kevin. It's all about Kevin. If you don't know, now you know. Watch the movie Up. Get better. Get educated. All right. Next is the Duke of Slips. What you got today, man?
I've got the marquee matchup. My field. Sorry, I don't know. You're making me laugh. The Field of Dreams parlay. I like this one. I like that I was able to boost it. I brought Bradley and Nola down to 4, which I really like, and then I'm rooting for the Phillies tonight. As you can see, I'm rooting for them with the PD as well. Nola 5Ks and Phillies. So I'm a big Nola and Phillies fan tonight. And then I also like Sasaki 6+. I know Rob didn't have him for strikeouts, but he was speaking highly of Sasaki. Two of his last 3, he's hit 6 or more strikeouts, including one of those starts 9 strikeouts. So I like that, and then Shohei 2+ total bases. But the spotlight will be on the Field of Dreams game, as you can see there. Oh, and I forgot the letters S and B next to Stott. But I have Schwarber and Harper, like you said, just the showmen that they are. I could just see it happening, and I didn't want to not have that on my tabletop. I didn't want it to happen and then not have it on my tabletop. It's one thing to bet it and have it happen, but because it's today, because I'm on the show with you, I wanted to make sure that if it does happen, I get credit for it. I believe you're going to be talking about this guy, so I won't go long on my 2 stolen base bets. I've been doing well with stolen base bets, and there is a little bit of a rhyme and reason. I have been looking up catcher pop times, and for this one specifically, I do not know. I didn't. Probably should have looked this up. And actually, if you'll give me a second, I would like to look up the starting lineup for the Twins right now, which is what I'm doing. So excuse me.
I could probably
Yeah,
get it
so it
through
is
fast.
Victor Caratini. So Victor
Yeah.
Caratini has the second worst average pop time to second.
I don't see Carantini as starting.
Oh, I looked it up.
I have Ryan Jeffers.
Oh, that's past lineups. That was yesterday. Oh,
Yep.
it is.
I have
It
I have
is
I have
Jeffers
I have
now.
Jeffers behind the dish today.
Oh man, it is Jeffers. Okay, so scratch what I just said. But either way, I ride with Crawford. Jeffers is down 1.96, 32nd in the league. So it's not like he's that's out of 84 catchers. So I still like one of Crawford and Stott. Stott had a stolen base against the Cardinals that I saw with my own eyes, and he's a fast guy. He's fast. And
Stott hasn't been caught stealing this year, if I remember correctly.
There you go. So a couple fun bets as well with the Field of Dreams game.
Yeah. He has 23 stolen bags, and yeah, he has not been caught yet this year, I believe, based on those statistics. I'm checking right now. I'm verifying. The verification is on point. Let's see here. I got to go to advanced stats. It's not advanced batting. No, it'd be advanced stats.
I'll be right back.
Postseason batting appearances. Yeah, you're good. That's fielding. Now I'm looking. Bueller, standard fielding. Do it, sir. Well, let's just Google it that way. Bryson Stott, stolen bases, percentage. There we go. He's 23 of 23 this year, 100%. That's what I thought. So yes, Bryson Stott doing amazing things on the dish. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one, which is Chicks Picks Jen, and she's dropping a little just random Field of Dream bet here. Let's see. Schwarber and Buxton combined for a homer between the two. Churio and Otani to combine for a homer, and then Seager and Trout combined for a homer. I don't hate those bets at all. And then she's got them parlayed as well for all of those three to hit at 1394. Just going with her gut. YOLO, let's roll. So that's where Jen's at with her bet. She's just going with a bunch of pairs in games to hit Dinger. So
I love the combined home run bets.
yeah, I'm actually thinking about squad betting all four of those for four, or all six of those for 4 homers. YOLO. I mean, I got Fanatics up, right? Let's go ahead. Let me see what it is. If I can get 6 of them, all 6 for 4, or maybe even 3. If I get 3 out of all 6 of them, we'll see what that number looks like. But squad bets courtesy of Fanatics. Shout out. Let's see what we got. So you got a little Schwarber, okay. Got a little Buxton, got a little Otani, got a little Churio, got a little Trout, and who else do I need? Seager. 3+ homers out of those 6 pay 3.75 to 1. And we're gonna get that little boost action, a little boosty. So why not? I need 3 homers out of those 6 guys.
Nice.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I get 3 homers out of them, I get a little over 4 to 1 on my money. So why not?
I bet.
YOLO. Yeah, like she said, YOLO. So let's go ahead and fire it up. See what happens. Next is myself and my tabletop today. I've got my 3 standard PDs. We're going NOLA 5Ks in the Phillies money line. I get at 182 when I bet it.
Nice.
Feeling pretty good about NOLA getting to the Ks. It's just whether the Phillies win. And they have been on a downward spiral as of late. So I'm hoping for a little change of scenery with the corn and all of that. Bryce Harper being the showman that he is. That's the hope. That's the hope here. And that's what we're going with. Take NOLA and those Phillies. The standard PD of the day, Jacob deGrom, 6+ in the Rangers money line, obviously keeping that. And then I'm taking Sasaki for 6+ in the Dodgers money line. And the reason why I am taking Sasaki is not because he has great numbers. He only has a 16% K percentage against, but he's been a lot better at home this year than he's been on the road. And this Dodgers team is at Dodger Stadium, so I expect him to have a really, really good game today. Give me 6+ Ks in the Dodgers money line there. You see all the round robins in there. And then there's my king of the crop. I am taking Justin Crawford 1+ hit, and then king of the crop. The reason why I'm doing that is purely because this man gets a triple and a double. He's at 5. That means you need a couple guys to get multi-hits for him to get beat, and he's a speedster, plus nobody's going to bet him. So if he does win King of the Crop, and there's only a whopping like 10 people on it, I'm taking home 50K in free bets. And that's what I'm all about here, is taking home as much money in free bets while hitting a hit. And then if he ends up not, but he ends up with like 6 total bases, and somebody ends up with 7 because they go, or 8 because they go deep twice or whatever, then I'll feel a little bit worse about my life. But at the same time, like, if you take Schwarber for King of the Crop, you're not winning anything, because a billion people are going to be on Kyle Schwarber to be King of the Crop tonight. So
what's King of the Crop on?
So it's on DK.
Really?
Yep. King of the Crop, and you win a share of 500,000, I think. I just don't think there's not going to be a lot of people on Crawford. And if everybody that's watching, plus me, that gives us like 30 people on Kyle Crawford or Justin Crawford tonight. So like, I'm not expecting a bunch of people to be on Justin Crawford to be King of the Crop, but he could have a game where he has a couple doubles and a triple. Like, I've seen it, and he's a speedster, and he can, beat out infield ground balls too. So, he gets hot with the bat, a couple slap singles, and then a double into the gap. There's 4. So he could be tied for, total bases just right there. So and he was hitting the ball hard in St. Louis, he was just hitting them right at guys. So, there was a lot of bad luck in St. Louis for this Phillies lineup. They weren't hitting it over the fence, which seems to be the only way they can score lately. So I expect Justin Crawford to have a big game. I wish in this scenario that stolen bases counted, because currently he's going to be batting 9th. So right in front of the Schwarberian Blast.
Those total bases, yeah, everybody's going to be on Schwarber.
I think Schwarber is a big bet. I think Harper's going to be a big bet. I think Byron Buxton's going to be a big bet. I wouldn't be shocked if Josh Bell's a big bet because of his
bet. I guess it's
because of his stuff with Aaron Nola. I wouldn't be shocked if like Cody Clemens, because he's been on fire, and the stick it to your former team that didn't want to keep you around and traded you. Maybe that's a thing, but I expect truly expect nobody's going to be on Justin Crawford. So if he has a big game, I'm going to get a lot of payout, and that's what I'm hoping.
I do like Trey Turner 2+ hits, 1 RBIs, and then he has the most total bases.
You win however many is on it. Yep.
Oh, wow.
And Turner could have a big game too. I mean, he's a doubles triples machine too. I'm just going for a big payout. Plus, I get it at -132 for Justin Crawford to get a hit. Like, all he needs to do is get a hit, and then I win the bet. And then if he has a big night with a bunch of total bases, like he could, then I'm not really sweating.
I just want Trey Turner 2+ total bases plus 108. I want that on my sheet. Just say.
All right, fair enough. There you go. All right. Let's go ahead and jump to the next slide, which is last calls. Matt, you've got the 1-800-GAMBLER bet. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. Raiders 2+ passing touchdowns. And then Gentee to score rushing touchdown on his first drive. I saw both of these as clickable on DraftKings, and I clicked them and I bet them. And I want them on my last calls because football, and it'd be Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza. You should throw a touchdown. Sure. And then, football. I'll probably have this on too.
Foosball, Bobby Boucher. Yeah, I don't know exactly what my TV watching is going to look like. It's probably just all field of dreams. I don't think I'm going to have any preseason football on. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't have a last call because I didn't throw it in. Jen's got her picks for the FedEx St. Jude. Hole in one in round 2, round 3, round 4, as round 1 is currently going on. And then Fleetwood to win at 920. That's crazy stats, but hey, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also heard about Rob, and he's taking the over in all of those. And yeah, he's parlayed them all. So him and I are on the same boat there. Hopefully that comes to roost and we smack that up. What's up? Sorry? Did you say something?
Oh, no, I said love it.
Oh, love it. Got it. See, I knew there was something in there. All right, here's the dead to me list. We got Jalen Duren and Kat as permanent dead to me list. They have a permanent residency.
No.
Everybody else is still there. Jackson Churio, even though we're betting him tonight with Jen, he's been better as of late, so he might work his way off if he hits a homer tonight and helps that squad bet hit, or if Jen hit. Brian Woo's been pitching better as of late, even though he still can't get wins. So there you go. Shohei Imanaga just can't get Ks, and Gosman and Jose Altuve sucks because he cost me and Rob like $400 each. So yeah, that's the reason why we hate Altuve. Those are the players that are dead to me. Hopefully it stays that way and we don't have that bad. But I am securely in the third spot, barely there at just over. And yes, for everybody that doesn't know, the record includes the sweep that I have, but it's the first number because you guys did not see the X post that was out there because I didn't hit send for some weird odd reason. It didn't send. But the other one would be my total if y'all had seen that. So that's the reason why I put both on there. Jix Picks Jen is the queen of the unit still. Professor is going to try to creep up as well as me. And heck, if I hit this and Jen doesn't hit anything tonight, which I hope she does because that'll help me, then I will creep up past Jen if all three of my PDs hit, by the way. So there's that.
There you go.
All right. I think that's going to wrap it up for the show today. We appreciate everybody for jumping in. This has been just the BetSlips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only every single day, whether it's on X or live. It is the hot tips to help your BetSlips. Go responsibly, chase that bag, and allow us to play you.
Yo, we in the game talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.